Welcome to This Week in Security, with our roundup of the most important stories affecting the UK security of private and public sector organisations. Our editor's top stories this week. Fake goods cause major issues for the UK. Which everyday device could be leaking your personal information? New software that will keep hooks at bay. Winter has come for HBO. And think twice about a property before you pay your first month's rent. A man from Cardiff has recently pleaded guilty to 12 charges of possession of illegal items, including children's costumes and counterfeit Pokemon toys. The hairdresser had 36 charges brought against him when Cardiff Council found he was selling unsafe children's fancy dress outfits that failed multiple safety requirements. This is a problem that's happening all over the world. Over 26 billion euros and around 360,000 jobs are lost every year in the EU due to counterfeiting of clothes, shoes and accessories. In the UK alone, the trade in fake clothes costs UK manufacturers, retailers and distributors £2.6 billion in lost sales and 40,000 jobs. However, Europol and their associates are constantly working to put an end to counterfeiting and piracy in the European Union. From December 2016 to March 2017, a joint operation between Interpol and Europol was conducted, seizing €230 million of counterfeit food and beverages. The operation, Opson 6, was carried out in 61 countries. A total of 50,000 checks were made in shops, markets, airports, seaports and industrial estates. By the end of the operation, 13 million items had been seized. Now, USB devices are easily one of the most convenient ways to move your data from one computer to another. However, using the devices might put you at risk of leaking your personal data. Researchers from the University of Adelaide School of Computer Science found that USB data can create channel-to-channel crosstalk leakage. Dr. Yuval Yaram, a research associate, said plugging a USB device in creates a water leaking from pipes scenario. When you plug a USB in, the device sends signals to your computer which often contain sensitive information. This can include keyboards, card swipers and fingerprint readers. This information is not protected by either device. Dr. Yaram stated, "Our research showed that if a malicious device, or one that's been tampered with, is plugged into adjacent ports on the same external or internal USB hub, this sensitive information can be captured. That means keystrokes showing passwords or other private information can be easily stolen." Just remember not to plug a device into a USB port unless you fully trust it, because in a matter of minutes, your personal data could be stolen. In 2016, 85% of companies were subjected to phishing attacks, and 90% of these contained ransomware. Google has rolled out anti-phishing mechanisms for iPhone users. The Gmail app for Apple devices will warn users of phishing attacks when you go to click on a dodgy link. The message will ask if you're sure you want to proceed. In just 2 weeks, the software will be available everywhere. However, the tech has been installed on the Android app since May. But it seems like it's not always the computer's fault malware is being downloaded onto systems. According to Ankush Johar, director of HumanFirewall.io, humans are the weakest link in cybersecurity, and phishing is the biggest attack vector. Over 60% of email is now opened on the mobile, and this move by Google will help save a lot of debacles. It's therefore the top priority to make sure yourself and your staff are fully trained to deal with and recognise a ransomware attack. The hit show Game of Thrones has been compromised once again, this time not by hackers. HBO Spain and HBO Nordic both aired episode 6 of the current series 4 days early on their online streaming service. Although they took it down from the website after about an hour, the episode is already circulating the internet in 1080p. That's not the only incident that's occurred this week. HBO's official Twitter account for Game of Thrones has been compromised, as hackers known as Owlmine alleged they were testing the security of the site. They tweeted from the account asking HBO to get in touch with them to upgrade the security. Owlmine are notorious for hacking into high-profile accounts such as Marvel, Netflix and YouTube. Finally, some good news for HBO. After their data breach last week when episode 4 was leaked, 4 people have been arrested in conjunction with the leak. The 4 men, based in Mumbai, India, have been charged with criminal breach of trust and computer-related offences. If we can learn anything from this, it's that it's so important to keep your security up to date. In 2016, the UK lost £2 million each day as a result of financial fraud, according to official figures released by Financial Fraud Action UK. One form of this is in renting scams, where criminals are using the internet to fool people into believing low-price, mint-condition houses are available. Potential renters are handing over money to the criminals in the form of a deposit or first month's rent. In this particular scam, the fraudster asks the victim to send money equaling 1 month's rent to a friend, using a service like Western Union. Your friend can then collect the money and return it to you in a demonstration that you have enough money to pay the rent. However, because these are relatively small amounts of money, you don't need any form of ID to collect the cash. All that's needed is the Western Union paperwork, which the scammers ask you to send to them as proof. At the moment, people being hit by the scam are usually in foreign countries looking to move into the UK. They can't go to view the property, but also have no reason to doubt its existence. That's all for this week. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out our new website with regular video news, alerts, training and marketplace. You can connect there with decision makers in the security industry, and it's free to join. So if you're not already watching this news over there, then go to www.SecurityExpertOnline and click to register for free. You can also subscribe by following us on Twitter, YouTube and LinkedIn. And thanks for the 1,000+ new followers who've joined us over the last month, so that our social media following is growing fast with over 25,000 social impressions a week. Feel free to send us news stories at newsdesk@securityexpert.online. If you have some special expertise, get in touch and you could appear on a future episode. Thanks for watching, and together online we'll make the world a safer place.